Hello, and today we have made a presentation about introduction to uh, log servers and accounting in information technology, and how to build a log server. And our team consists of four people, and each one of us will talk about four different parts in our presentation. And my name is Bao, and I will talk about the introduction to log servers and accounting in information security. Okay, so first one is what are logs in information security? Information insecurity logs or records of events that happen within a system, device, application, or network. They have security teams understand what happened and when it happened and who was involved. There are five common types of logs, which is system logs, applications logs, security logs, network logs, and database logs. Um, Logs are essential for troubleshooting, detecting cyber attacks, forensics, and investigations, and also compliance, which is ISO 27001 or PCI DSS. What is a log server? A log server is a centralized system that collects, stores, and manages logs from many devices. Instead of logs being scattered, all logs are sent to a single location for analysis. And so the reason is why centralized locks? Because it's easier to detect security incidents and prevent locks from being deleted or altered by attackers and pirates. Speed ups forensic analysis and help meet compliance requirements. I can give you some example of syslog. Some example of log server tools, uh, which is Syslog, Windows Event Log Server, or SIEM server systems. The function of a log server is a good log server provides log collection and log normalization. So what do log collection do? It gathers logs from servers, routers, switches, and firewalls, application databases, and cloud services. Log normalizations converts logs into a standard format to make them easier to search and correlate. Uh, the next stage is storage and retention. It's to stores logs securely for months or years. And the last one, the function of log server is to correlate, analyze, and alert. So correlation and analysis allows a log server allows analysts to see relationships between events, and alert is like automatically notifies the security teams about suspicious events. And the accounting in information security, accounting, also known as audit logging or auditing, is part of the AAA framework. Uh, the first A is authentication, which is to verify identity. Authorization is to grant access, and accounting is to record what user do. The definition of accounting is to track user activities and resource usage to provide a traceable history of actions. Many examples of accounting records, including logging and logouts, file accessed, command executed, network usage, system changes, and administrative actions. The reason why accounting is important is because it's it is non-repudiations, is that users cannot deny actions, and to uh, explore the incidents investigation, the compliance auditing, and to detect insider threats. So the last one is the relationship between logs and accounting. Accounting is to generate records of users and system actions, but log server is to collect, stores, and analyze those records. Part of the AAA authentication, authorization, and accounting is for accounting, but log server is like often part of a SIEM or monitoring system setup. And for the accounting is that it happens on each device, but log server is like it centralizes on all accounting logs. And to put it simply, accounting produces the logs and log servers manages them. And that's it for my part. Next one.
My name is Quang, and in my presentation, we will explore the main type of logs used in IT and security environment, and the key requirement needs to build an effective and reliable log server. This foundation is essential for anyone working in system administration, cybersecurity, DevOps, or IT operation. There are eight types of logs. Uh, let's go to the first one. Um, the first one is uh, system log. Đấy, cái slide đầu tiên nữa, cái slide bên đây. Yeah. The first one is system logs. System logs are generated by the operating system and provide insights into what the OS is doing behind the screen. When we look at system logs, we can see events such as startup and shutdown logs, kernel, kernel message, hardware detection, and configuration change. These logs are extremely important for troubleshooting OS level problems. For example, if a server crashes unexpectedly or fails to start correctly, system logs help us identify the cause, whether it's a driver issue, a service failure, or a hardware malfunction. The, sec- the second one is application logs. Application logs focus on what is happening inside a specific application. They include error warning, performance issues, user activity, and other business events. These logs are essential for developer and DevOps team because they reveal how an application behaves under real world conditions. When a bug appears or user reports issues, their application logs are usually the first place we check. The third one is security logs. Security logs contain information related to security events. This can include login attempt, access control change, previous escalation, firewall activity, and potential threats. These logs are crucial for detecting attacks and monitoring suspicious activity. Security teams rely heavily on this type of log to respond to incidents quickly and effectively. Uh, the fourth one is access log. Access log help us to who access and what resource at, at what time and from which IP or location. They appear often in web server and file server. For example, when a user visits a website and access log and try is created, these logs are valuable for analyzing user behavior, traffic pattern, and detecting unauthorized access attempts. Uh, the next one is audit log. Audit logs track system level or administrative action that affect configuration, permission, or policy. They help organization maintain accountability by showing exactly who changed what setting and when. Audit logs are also required for many compliance and standards such as PCI DSS or ISO. If something goes wrong, audit log provide a clear record or a change. The next one is event log. Event logs include general system and application events. This log classify event into categories like error, warning, and informational message. This, this categorization help administrator quickly identify critical issue and understand the overall health of the system. The next one is trans transaction log. Transaction logs are common in database and financial systems. They record transactions such as SQL query, uh, updates, inserts, or payment operation. This log ensures data integrity, allow recovery after failure, and support auditing for financial accuracy. They are extremely important in banking, e-commerce, and enterprise systems. The last one is availability log. Availability logs track uptime, performance, and service status. They show whether a system is available, uh, how quickly it responds, and when downtime occurs. Organizations use these logs to monitor SLA and ensure consistent service to users. There are there are 7 requirements for building a log server. The first one is centralized login software. And to build a log server, the first requirement in centralized logging software, this could be a traditional syslog server or a modern platform like Elasticsearch, Verilog, or Splunk. Centralization makes logs management easier because all logs from different devices and applications are stored in one place. This improves monitoring, searching, and long-term analysis. The second one is network and device configuration. Once the server is ready, we must configure our device and system to forward the log to it. This includes setting the correct IP address, port, and protocol. Proper configuration ensure a reliable flow of logs across the network. If this step is done incorrectly, logs may be lost or misrouted, which could affect security and troubleshooting. The next one is security. Uh, since logs often contain sensitive information, protecting them is essential. We typically secure the log transmission using TLS encryption, ensuring attack cannot read or modify log data. Additionally, we must restrict access to the log server using authentication and role-based access control. This prevents unauthorized access to potentially confidential records. The next one is logging agent. Some systems require logging agent to collect and forward log. The agent can filter, format, and buffer log before sending them to the central server. They have ensure log reliability even when network connectivity is unstable. Agent also support differently different log formats and are especially useful in cloud environment. The next one is time synchronization. Accurate timestamps are critical when analyzing logs from different devices. Without time, uh, it becomes nearly impossible to correlate events. For example, detecting a security attack that span multiple systems. The next one is server resource. A log server must be powerful enough to handle the logging workload. This includes sufficient disk space, enough RAM and CPU resource for indexing, searching, and storing data. We must also define retention policy to determine how long logs should be kept. Regular database maintenance ensures long-term performance and avoid storage overload. The last one is alerting. Finally, a log server is most effective when it can alert administrator about issue uh, automatically. Uh, Alerts can be triggered by suspicious behavior, error, or performance problem. For example, multiple failed login attempts should generate a security alert, while system failure might trigger operational alert. This proactive approach helps a team respond quickly before issue escalate. Now is my next part for my part.
So, my name is Nguyễn Trung Hiếu, and this is my part is building a log server. In this session, I will show you how to build a simple log server using a RSI log on Linux. And the goal is to receive logs from multiple clients to centralize them on one server for monitoring and security analysis. This is a system architecture. The first one is a simple diagram client to clock server UDP 514 and server Ubuntu OSI slot client another Ubuntu R device to that support syslog. Um, our architecture contains one log server and one client. The client will send a system clock to the server through a UDP port of 514. The the first step is install and enable rsyslog. Uh, this is the basic command on the log server. First, we install and start the rsyslog, which is the default logging service on many Linux distributions. The second step is configure the log server to receive and remote logs. This is the command and the line and uh, on across we enable rsyslog to receive logs over UDP port 514. After editing the configuration, we restart the service. The third step is configure the client to send clocks. Uh, you can see now on the client side, we add an entry to forward on logs to the log server's IP address. And the next step is verify logs on the server. To verify that log server is receiving logs, we can monitor the system log file. When the client performs actions like logging in, running commands, we will see the entries appear on the server. This is our demo idea. A simple test, the client sends a custom log message and the server receives it in real time. This confirms that our log server is working. Why this matter? They are for perspective of security, centralized monitoring, incident response, attacking tracing, and the compliance requirements. A log server is essential for detecting attacks, performing incident response, and meeting security standards such as ISO uh, 27001. Without centralized log, investigating security events become extremely difficult. Summary all of that. In this session, I demonstrated how to build a basic log server using a RSys log. We installed the log service, enable remote logging, configured and client to sync logs, and verified the result in real time. This is foundation for larger log management system like ELK or Krylog. So I will leave the next part to my partner.
Hello, my name Hodak Minh Hodak Minh Nhật. The final part will be accounting in AAA and real-world applications. What is AAA? AAA stands for the American Accounting Association. It is one of the most important organizations that defines how accounting is taught, researched, and practiced. AA focuses on accounting principles, ethical standards, research and academic development, professional practice. What is accounting? Accounting is the process of recording, summarizing, and reporting financial information. Accounting helps businesses understand their financial health and make better decisions. Main functions: recording transactions, classifying data, summarizing results, reporting to users. AIA's focus areas in accounting is about accounting education, how accounting is taught and how students learn financial skills. Accounting research, developing theories, models, and methods for understanding financial behavior. Accounting practice, how accounting is applied in real business, governments, and organizations. And real-world application of accounting, about business decision-making. Companies analyze profits, expenses, and investments. Financial reporting, about preparing balance sheets, income statement, cash flow statement, budgeting and planning. Companies predict future revenue and cost, tax compliance, ensuring business follow tax laws. Why accounting matters? Accounting helps investors decide where to invest, manager plan strategies, women's college taste, parents approve loans. A conclusion. AI guides how accounting is taught and practiced. Accounting is essential for business operations. Real-world applications include budgeting, reporting, auditing, and decision-making. Ethical behavior is crucial in accounting practice. So thank you for your listening.